Hey everybody, Theta here, back in with the Stone-Faced Reactions, watching, once again, Magic Knight Rayearth. As you can see, down here, we're starting with the board again, and I think I've done a little bit of a job improving the previous design. However, I'm still not quite happy with it. This is still just a mess, to me anyway. But you can see, we have Princess Emerald. Sorry, I knew it was an E name, but it just escaped me for a moment. And her association, of course, with Clef here, and just kind of gathered everybody here under one banner with the little dot to indicate all of his connections to everybody else. Of course, the girls that he summoned, Fario down here. Of course, Hikaru, who has killed Atalante, rather, as well as Golem, so she's got the ties there. Uh, sorry, I have to call her Umi. Fu, my brain is just mush tonight. I apologize. Yes, I'm also recording this as a nighttime thing. I'm only doing one episode today because I got the recordings tomorrow, and I've got a lot of editing to do on other stuff. Yeah, we got Fu, who just yesterday killed Pajaro. I've also been told that these are like car brand names or associations. I don't know why that's a theme for his bugs or whatever, but there you go. And those are the two beasts that Ascot has summoned so far and has shown some sadness over their loss. Of course, we still have Alcyon's unknown relationship to Zagato at the moment. I think we know that she's not dead. She's just in the waterfall, just like Ascot was before he came out. And of course, their tie to being enemies of the whole thing here. I have not done the almost meaningless association of how I had before that Fu did not fight Alcyone, only Hikaru and Umi had. I just made her an enemy of the group at all because she fought Clef. She didn't fight Persia. She couldn't get sent to the Silent Forest. Maybe in a future edit. Maybe in a future edit. Like I said, I'm still not 100% happy with this. This still has a bunch of overlaid crap. I just could not figure out how I want this to go. You see, I'm still put it on a tier system. I literally said I wasn't gonna do that, but here we are doing it again. If you have a suggestion out there to a concept web sort of thing like this that you've seen before that looks really good or works really well, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Maybe I'll get some inspiration. Future concept boards could be inspired by your suggestions. Other than that, let's go ahead and get into the next episode so that we can see what Ascot's next plan is, considering that he's going to get one more shot that Alcyone did not get. Alright, last episode we saw that Furo, the mysterious sentimental objects that he took from Princess Emerald, turned out to actually just be like a two-way radio. And that Ascot's last beast summon thing turned out to be only a sound thing, right? Like I think I called it like a tremor last time, where the tremors were vibrations in the earth. This thing only detected sound, so they just kept distracting it with recorded sounds. Yeah. Okay, so not like a two-way radio, but like two-way radio with a recording device on it. But you gotta figure for the this is the 80s. If you made a toy out of it, that toy would be more advanced than most other toys. Because your cheapo, like KB toys recording, or radios at the time didn't record. I think, 10 years after this comes out, you get the the recording and playback thing from Home Alone 2 that worked so great in the movie, but then people bought it for real and it was just a piece of junk. Oh yeah, and Fuhrer also tricked Ascot into thinking they were allies for a very short period of time. We're still going over the basics of the recap. I would think that after Percy had died, we'd be serious enough into this to not be doing the recap anymore. Now, are we going to do an evolution one by one, where each one of them evolves their weapon per episode? Or are Umi and Hiriko going to evolve their weapons both this episode? I'd ask you what you think, but odds are you're not watching this because you love me. You're watching this because you love the show. So you already know. The sad part about this is that Ascot clearly loves his beasts. And he's a kid. So this is all horrifying for him. Are we summoning a demon now? Have we gone escalation from insects to demon? Oh, that's right. It's a giant dog. I forgot already. And I anticipated that Hikaru was going to do something related to her own dog, considering how much she was missing him. So like, this might become a pet of the group now. For as much as he laments the deaths of Pajaru and Adelante, he's still giggling in anticipation of revenge more than lamenting their deaths. To be fair, her pet seems like a wild wolf. Her pet in the real world. So she could just be a country girl. Certainly feels like a never-ending story element to this. Like the world is crumbling off in the distance. That was a dildo. I just saw a dildo run across the screen. Remember, Fu is the smart one. See? Those really long, thin ones. Oh, right, I forgot there was a golem again. I forgot the last time on. I was like, why should she just attack a rock? Maybe you want to do something about the thing that's attacking you. I'm wondering if I forgot from the first episode if like Umi was going to a archery contest or something. Considering sorry, Fu was going to an archery contest. Considering Umi was going to a fencing tournament and then got more of a fencing style sword. This might be a sad scene, if not for the fact there's too much to consider. Like the fact that some of these monsters are just turned from creatures like these. Oh. Something like the Forest of Silence. How all the monsters were actually just creatures that were turned. So this thing came first. Eevee came second. We'll leave it with Manoka then. Wherever Manoka goes during a fight, the thing can go with Manoka. See, we're already drawing the references. I'm suspecting this is a kind of show that creature's gonna be dead, killed by the dog monster, and that Hiroko is going to somehow adopt the dog monster, or make the dog monster feel bad about killing the animal. Oh, it is the dog thing, huh? I somehow did not call that. Ah, man, that seems obvious. I am worse at this than I thought. I'm still calling her by the wrong name somehow. Imagine your bad guy doing such a bad job of taking you out that you can just form a little hut wherever the hell you want and sleep comfortably. I'm gonna revise my guess. Maybe Hikari here. He's just gonna grow attached to Hikaru. And is gonna turn on Ascot when push comes to shove. I guess the feel I'm getting now is also like Tenchi Muyo. Except instead of turning into a spaceship, Hikari turns into a giant wolf. I'm gonna guess he's gonna be like a mind control thing. Like she just say, snap out of it, Hikari, or something like that. The darker turn would be that she levels up her sword by killing Hikari. But I just don't think the show is gonna go that dark. Wow, that face. Wow, the face didn't even come from where the head was. Oh, you have to stop them from fighting your pet. So that's why I said it'd be too dark for her to have to kill Hikari herself. I think it's like a mind control thing. Oh, now I'm getting sad. Because it's like, it's literally like Old Yeller or Cujo, right? Well, maybe not like Cujo. Remember, they had to put Old Yeller down Old Yeller didn't die on his own. Or like where the red fern grows. That's why I'm saying it's like Cujo, because those are all like rabies stories. An animal you love has become a monster. And now down goes the healer. If only this was a situation where a sit boy would work. Yes, they've never seen Ascot before. I feel like if you're Ascot, the move to play here is to just listen to me and demand it. Try to emphasize to Akari that these are the three that killed Adelante and the other one. Assuming that the beasts have any care whatsoever for one another. If you were my friend. You're putting weird conditioners on this that this isn't going to play out well. Destroy the crystal on the head. Oh, that's a She-Ra level swordsmanship there. What a weird connection him and Hikaru would sort of have over this. But hey, at least he didn't, like, break in half and bleed all over the place like the last two you killed. So that would have been awful to have to sit around and look at. Oh man, how fucking depressing. We just need to leave crosses all over this damn world. You think it's something like the sadder the people of the world are, the more the world comes apart? Some sort of emotional based apocalypse?
魔神を蘇らせてこのセフィーロを救うんだ。
Man, what a emotional roller coaster. I don't know, emotional roller coaster doesn't fit this. Because I'm trying to think of all the sides here, right? Hikaru is having to deal from this as somebody who fell in love with an animal she just met, and now it's gone. But you also have to take an Ascot's side that this was his friend, and you've now killed 3 of his friends. But Ascot is also sending his friends out to fight, so I don't know. There's lots of sides to this. The Hall of Mirrors of emotion is what it is. Okay, wait, before we get to the end of the credits here, who do we think is going to be on the wheel? You know, we've had Ascot for 3 episodes now. I don't think Ascot's ever been on the wheel. I want us to say Zagato again. I'm going to bet on Ascot. Ascot feels like a character who's gone through a lot of turmoil now, that he's going to be around for longer than Alcyone was. I never know exactly how long this final end scene is. Speak of the devil.
アスコットが召喚した巨大魔物デューシーはとんでもないやつで、私たちは氷の世界に閉じ込められてしまった。皆さん、今度のマジックナイトレイヤースは思いっきりグレートアップして1時間スペシャルになるよ。次回12日の月曜日は7時からスタート。マジックナイト最大の危機、絶対見てね。
Monday the 12th. They're just my schedule. I was right once. Alright guys, I was right once. The moment I'm gonna start guessing the main characters again, they're gonna shift back to one of the enemies, I swear. But yeah, oh, 1 hour special, huh? That seems random because it's only like episode 9, right? I don't know. Alright, well, at least they told me ahead of time. So I have, next time I would do a 2-episode thing, I'll just, crap. See, tomorrow is when we start going back. I'm gonna date myself here. If I could, if only I could, right? Am I right, ladies? Nah, I'm joking. Tomorrow is when me and Griffin go back to do our recording schedule. It's been the 2-week period that we took the break for. Well, we didn't take a break. The Griffin's had to go off his family thing, and then we had the sickness going on. So when we paused the Patreon stuff, we're going back to that, which means I'm gonna have a lot of episodes to be recording for our catch-up period. And editing, that I don't know if I'm going to be able to get an episode in. I was thinking I was going to do an episode tomorrow, but now they're telling me that there's a an hour-long special, which might be a problem. I'll see about it. If I don't do that, maybe I'll start another series that'll only be a 24-minute recording that I can fit it in. Like, by the time you're watching this, obviously you know that I finished not Diebuster, Gunbuster. So maybe that'll be the time to start Diebuster. I don't know. But yeah, Ascot is going through a lot. He is, losing for all of his friends. He feels like an emotionally manipulated child. So there's a lot going on there. And whatever Hikaru is dealing with for the loss of the pet friend that reminded her of her own animal from Earth. He's got to be dealing with now 3 times in a row. And we saw him the next time on. He's going to summon another one. And it looks like Umi is going to have an evolution herself from it. Because it was an ice thing and she's a water magic user. It also feels like we're going to get a chance to go back to Earth. Because it looked like Umi was dealing with the fencing tournament stuff. But also like she was physically there watching Earth stuff. So, you think Zagato is going to pull... I don't know, we saw Alcyon. You think maybe Alcyon is going to pull a... Hey, you don't need to be here. Why don't you go back to Earth? I've got magic. Boom. Tempt them, sort of tempt them thing. Because the entire time up until now, it's been like they've been kidnapped, and it's literally been said, if you don't save the world, you'll die with it. So maybe the bad guys are going to pull a, hey, you're kind of being held hostage. You don't want to be here. Why don't you just go home? That feels like a pretty smart way for the bad guys to handle the situation. I don't know. Back in my head, though, I'm still thinking the bad guys could win whenever they wanted. They're just not trying, which is like their worst feature so far. Zagato could easily handle this whole thing, and he's just not. I don't know. It's been my thoughts for now. I will catch you up next time, whenever my next recording is. I will see you then. Once again, anybody who's being here for this, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?